Hello, my name is James, and thank you for watching this, my very first video on candles, specifically Yankee candles. I received a little package in the post today with some goodies in it, which I'm going to share with you. These are all from America, mostly from the American Yankee website, but there's also an eBay purchase in there too. So I think we should just jump straight into it and see what we've got. Okay, the first is a Yankee accessory. It's the little Votive pumpkin holder. See that? It seems to be made of, I'm not sure if it's brass, but it's definitely metal. You hear that? Ting, ting, ting. With a little removable glass insert. Now the glass insert can hold a Votive or a tea light. This is the standard Yankee Votive holder. If I hold it up, you can kind of see that, this one's a little bit bigger in diameter. And just pops in there like a little sleeve. And I've got two of those. They will look fantastic. I bought these for the autumn. I live in a very picturesque village and very fortunate to live in. But it gets a lot of tourists' footfall through the village. Get lots of people passing by our house. So I like to decorate the windows, do a little window display with candles and candle holders, especially for the autumn and the winter. My favourite time of year. I love the seasons. I love Halloween and I love Christmas. So I like to, when the nights are drawing in and it's getting chilly, and that's when candlelight looks the best. So throughout, the 6 months of autumn and winter, my windows will be aglow. So if you're ever in the village of Castleton, you'll see my house and you will know it. So the little tea light holders, which will go in that window, go very well with my next purchase, which was 3 boxes of Yankee Candle tea lights. Make sure they're the right way around. There we go. Okay, so the first one is Pumpkin Wreath. Pumpkin Wreath is one of my favourite smells. Can you see that? It's a lovely, lovely smell. Very autumnal. It's yummy. It really is just a really nice smell. The smell of apple pie, not necessarily the kind of like an actual apple pie. How it smells and it's so inviting. The spices and the sugar and the apples. That's like that. It's not an apple scent, but that's what the scent reminds me of. It's so warm and inviting. It's a really lovely scent. Yankee do pumpkin scents extremely well, but unfortunately in the UK you don't get any pumpkin scents. They aren't available to the UK. The UK doesn't really do Halloween or autumn really like America, unfortunately. And whilst you can buy pumpkins in the shops about a week or two before Halloween, once Halloween's over, that's it. All pumpkins are gone. So it's a shame. I think we should celebrate Halloween more. So any Brits watching, decorate your house, celebrate Halloween. Very important. I've got a 2-wick large tumbler of pumpkin wreath, which I'm saving for October, and I'll be burning that throughout October. It's just a wonderful smell. Really, really lovely. If you can find pumpkin wreath in any way, shape or form, and you love autumn, and you love spice and bakery smells, then I would definitely get some. I don't think you'll regret it. It's the loveliest pumpkin smell that Yankee Candle do. So that is pumpkin wreath. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, the next box of tea lights isn't so yummy, depending on your point of view. It's Fall Festival, or if you're in the UK, Autumn Festival. This is very different. Now, I was introduced to Fall Festival earlier on in the year. I think it's actually a delisted scent. But there was a shop in Wales when I went on holiday, and they had the jars, but they had the large jars for about £30, which was just a bit too expensive. And I wasn't totally in love with it, so I didn't buy it. But when I saw these tea lights on for sale, and I think they're on for sale on the US website for about $3.50, I thought, well, I'll grab a box, and if I don't like it, it's only a box of tea lights, it won't last long. It smells, it's a really strong smell of coriander. Um, Coriander is a nice smell, it's a nice spicy smell, but if you look at the picture, you see apples and you see pumpkins and corn cobs and baskets. So that was kind of what I was expecting in the smell, and it wasn't what I got. It's a very spicy cardamom smell, not cardamom, coriander. That's what I said. It's a really odd smell, but a very nice smell. But it just doesn't suit the title of Fall Festival. I'm not sure I would buy this again. It might smell different when it's burnt. One of my favourite candles is Apple and Pine Needle by Yankee, and it's a love it or hate it smell, and a lot of people seem to hate it. And one of the reasons they give for hating it is it smells of curry, which is not a no I ever get when I smell it. I really love it. It's a really lovely, piney, strong smell. This, I find, is a little bit like curry. I think I'm smelling what the people smell in Apple and Pine Needle. Not curry in a bad way, like meaty, but spicy. I use coriander in curry when I make curry, so that's what it reminds me of. Hopefully, when we burn it, it might turn into something completely different. I will keep you informed on that. And the last box of tea lights I bought was Mountain Pine. You can see that? Now, Mountain Pine is very nice. It is just pure and simple a pine smell. There's nothing extra that I can detect going on there. There's nothing hidden. It's just a lovely pine smell. Yankee do pine smells really well, with the occasional miss. But this is really nice. I will probably be burning these in January or February time. If we have a bit of snow, which we did last year, we had a lot of snow, these would go perfect with a lovely winter's day. Almost like going for a walk without actually having to do the walk. Very nice. I must say, I'm new to Yankee Tea Lights. I use tea lights a lot in my window displays and decorating around the house. But I always use unscented tea lights because I use them more for an ambient thing, not so much a scented thing. So these would be good to try out. I've got some cheap ones in the UK, wild seagrass and pineapple cilantro. And I've burnt them in the bathroom. I usually do 2 at a time. And they smell really strongly. My bathroom's quite a small enclosed space. And yeah, they smell really strongly. I was pleasantly surprised. So I thought I will buy some from the US. I don't think I'd ever pay for a full price for a box of tea lights. They're about £7 or £8, and I think that's just a bit too expensive. I think if they're more around the £4 or £5 price, I'd probably be more likely to buy them. I think if you were to use these in a larger room, you would probably need half the box, and I would imagine you probably want to burn the tea light all the way through and not stop and start it. So you roughly get 2 lots of scent from 1 box of tea lights, which I guess is okay, but it just needs to be a bit of a lower price. I have lots more tea lights on the way in one of my other packages, which I will be receiving in September or October, I think. So I will review those then. So that's the tea lights. The next thing is an eBay purchase. I got 2 little jars of crisp spruce. That out. Now, crisp spruce I bought last year, just after Christmas, in a tart. I just got 1 tart, and it smelled really lovely. I was really pleasantly surprised. I just bought it just so I had some winter scents. I didn't expect much from it, but it was really lovely. So much so that I went back to the website I got that tart from and bought the rest of their stock, which was only about 10 or 12 tarts. And I'm glad I did. It's a very hard scent to find. I went looking for a large jar on eBay, and the only one they had was £60 to £70, which I would never pay that much for a jar. But crisp spruce is lovely. It's a lovely, deep, woody scent. There is slight pine in there, spruce, um, but it is very woody. It's not as fresh as the tea lights, as the mountain pine tea lights. That's a very fresh kind of pine smell. This is much more woody, much more deep, much more earthy actually, um, and it's lovely. Um, as you can see, it is a black band jar. I don't usually buy small jars purely because I think they're quite expensive. They seem to almost be a votive in a jar. That's the amount of wax you get. Probably a little bit more than a votive. Um, but it seems quite expensive. I think you're more paying for the glass than what you are the candle. Um, but these were quite cheap on eBay. I think these $7 each, so $14 for the two, which I think is reasonably okay, and it is a rare scent. But yeah, if you ever find crisp spruce, then give it a go. It's a lovely winter scent, like mountain pine. I would burn this January, February time, when the snow's coming down and it's lovely and cold, and you just want that smell to remind you of Christmas that's just gone, and just a lovely wintry smell. Really, really nice. And that leaves my last purchase were two wick tumblers of poker night. See that? Rubbish at this kind of work. There we go. Poker night taught me a lesson in not judging a book by its cover, because last December I went to America and Canada on holiday, and I saw poker night in an outlet, and I didn't even sniff it. I didn't even pick it up, purely because the name Poker Night and the actual the label put me off, because I'm not I'm not a manly man. You might have been able to tell that already. Um, and I've never played poker. I have no interest in poker. I don't drink brandy. I don't smoke cigars. So I just thought it's not going to be a smell I'm going to care about at all. So that was it. Never thought about it again. And then the sale on the Yankee Candle website, I think it was June or July. They had these and I think several other tumblers going quite cheap. I think Yankee just wanted to get rid of excess stock, and these don't actually seem to be available on the website anymore. Um, and I'd clicked on the link. I thought I'll see what the fuss is about. The reviews were really positive, and I read one review, and it was that review that made me buy this. It said that if you liked Autumn Lodge or Santa's Pipe, then you would love this candle. And I love both Autumn Lodge and Santa's Pipe. After Apple and Pine Needle, it's one of my favourite scents. Um, so I thought, yeah, I'll give it a go. I'll buy two. Um, and I'm so glad I did, especially now they're not on the website anymore. It's it is it is Autumn Lodge. It's really lovely. It's slightly sweeter than Autumn Lodge. There's a note of, I think it smells like cherry cola or root beer. You know, that kind of sweet, almost sickly sweet scent. But that's definitely in this one, which isn't in Autumn Lodge. The same as Santa's Pipe. I think Santa's Pipe has a kind of a chocolatey note to it, which neither Autumn Lodge or Poker Night have. Um, but no, it's a really nice smell. I've never been to a cabin in America, or indeed anywhere, um, so I can only imagine what one would smell like. And if I had to imagine what it smelled like, this would be it. It smells so lovely and a little bit smoky, but a little bit sweet. Um, so if, like me, you like that sort of scent, if you like Autumn Lodge, and you like Santa's Pipe, then snap one of these up. I'd imagine it's easier to get this if you live in America or Canada. You probably have to get this at an outlet. But if you're in the UK, I would imagine this is near nigh impossible to find, except for on eBay. Um, so give it a go. You never know, you might be able to find one. It's really lovely. Well done, Yankee. I really like that smell. Do more of these. I love smoky scents in a candle, and unfortunately, it's not something Yankee do. I think Yankee are known more for their cinnamon, holiday, vanilla, sometimes floral or fruit smells, but not for their smoky scents, and they really do it nicely. There are a couple of others I like. Fireside isn't actually a true reflection of a fireside. It's quite cologne-y. the same as hearth. Hearth is the exact same as fireside. But crackling campfire is a new one, I believe, out this autumn. I've got a jar of that on the way, which I will review when I receive it. So I'm hoping that's a nice smell. And also the Pure Radiance line, they do one called Ember, and that's lovely. It's more of a perfumey smell. It's not a true, smoky bonfire smell, but it's the closest Yankee have got to a fire smell. So keep it up, Yankee. You do yourself an injustice by not releasing more of this type of candle. Um, it's a lovely, lovely scent. And that's it. That's all my purchases. I do have another 5 packages, which will be trickling their way through September, October, possibly November. So as each one comes, if you like this review, then I'll do more reviews. If you don't, then I will shut up and I'll never do another video review ever again. So thank you so much for making it this far. If you're still looking at this video, well done. I applaud you. Well done. But thank you so much for watching, and please comment on whether you like it, whether you hate it, what you'd like to change. I must say I apologise for the rubbish video and audio quality. This is a very old laptop with a built-in camera, and it's a bit rubbish. But I will try for you. If you like this video, I will try and do a better one. So thank you very much, and I will see you soon.